Hello, hello. Today I want to take a little bit of a detour. I don't just want to talk about AI and etc., but I also want to speak about something that's been on my mind for a bit, and I'm sure you can see what's on the screen. To the left or to my left is something called a Viltrumite, and to the right is we can say that's like a president, someone in position of power, someone who has abilities to, control the world. And I I wanted us to just think about something here. I mean, look, I may be clutching at straws here, but look, I really think there are some similarities between these two. One a fictional character and the other the United States president, you know. And look, I know that I'm reaching. I could be reaching, but just hear me out and just stick through this and let's see where it takes us. So, in essence, over here is a little bit of a reaction to one of the episodes of a show called Invincible. And in this episode, they go through something called the purge. And this purge is really to be able to just get rid of the weakness from their perspective, the weakness in their society. So, in doing that, from there, they're able to now go ahead and conquer the rest of the universe. And how they see it is, it's not about whether you're right, it's not about whether you're wrong. It's just about if you have the strength. If you have the strength to be able to do something, then it doesn't matter. I just want us to just look at this and also compare it to what's going on in America. It's a bit strange. There's a lot of similarities in this. And how it ends for these Viltrumites, it doesn't end well. So, I don't know.
Emperor Argal showed us our strength,
Taught us our greatness, gave us our destiny. Because of him, all is ours.
Yeah.
Traitor has fled, but he will be found and pay the price for his treason. Be sure of that. Even in death, Emperor Argal shows us there is a sickness in our society, poisoning us from within. We will cut this cancer out. You, might you also betray us someday?
I will not, Grand Regent.
I do not believe you.
Finish. Finish. Cut his head off. Easy. Clean. Now, it's about to get worse. He just kicked it off.
As our customs dictate, I now assume the throne as
Grand Regent of Viltrum until one of Argal's heirs can be found. This is my first command.
seek out the weakness that allowed this betrayal and purge it from our midst.
Have some of that. Oh. Look, there's more of this. There's more of this. It gets there's more of this, and these are the type of ideologies that they have. Now, here's where I tie it in to a little bit of reality. Yeah, we have this guy, Secretary Pete Hegseth, and this guy isn't even like he hasn't even gone anywhere that far in the army, but he's now controlling most of America's army. He can fire generals left, right, and center. He can do what he wants, almost like the third in command in America. And when you hear some of the things that he says, when you look at how he behaves in on the television, talking about all sorts of strange ideologies, using movies as his sort of, you know, speeches, he lives in a fantasy world and you can see it. When you listen to him, he lives in a fantasy world. Difference with we all live in a fantasy world to a degree, but the reality is that the difference is he has the American power right behind him. His fantasy could be your reality. And a guy like this, talking like this, talking like these people from Viltrumites and whatnot, it's a very big concern. You know, let's just listen to what P is trying to say over here.
As our president, who sends his greeting, President Donald Trump talks about often and demonstrates, we will achieve peace through strength. We do not seek war, we seek peace. But those who long for peace must prepare for war. And we stand united shoulder to shoulder. As our president,
Like, how can someone say these kind of things? We do not seek we do not seek war. We seek peace. But we're also ready for war. This is someone who's bloodthirsty. They're bloodthirsty and they want it, you know. And I think the world is changing. It's changing very fast. We're now going into a very different world where if you don't have the strength, if you're not powerful, you are food. You're food. So I just think we all have to just look at the different things going on around us and take heed. You know, it's it's insane. It's insane. But irrespective of that, I would still say, look, have a look at this this show, um, the what's it called, Invincible. Have a look at it. It's a really good show, and like I like it. I've been watching it for a while. This is they're now on like season 4. So if you have like an Amazon, if you have Amazon, you can always watch it. You can go on Amazon Prime and watch this. Like it's a really good show, especially this season. This season is quite good. Um, so and it kind of gives you a good comparison of what's really going on in the world. And yeah, we're living in scary times where fiction is almost becoming reality. You know, and it's like we have to just be very careful about who we put in power. This recent American election has been one of the most dangerous things that we've ever done. It's been one of the most dangerous things that we've ever done. The guy in power right now, he's dangerous. He's absolutely dangerous. Now, here's where I tie in AI to all of this. President Donald Trump wants AI to proceed. Now, AI will will go further and will go faster and will improve faster while Donald Trump is in power. And the reason why they want to do this is to be able to have the ability to track everyone, check everyone, control everyone. So AI will always be on the books. I think if the Democrats get back in power, they will put a lot of pumps and brakes on AI. and they will try to slow it down as best as they can. Um, to be honest, I'm not for that either. You know, I'm not trying to be political, but I'm not for stopping technology and improvement in the world. It's just that what I am against is what you're using the technology for. And with Donald Trump, he's using it for all sorts of terrible things. And I know that. We just look at Palantir, for example. Like so, yeah, we're in a strange time. We're in a strange time. So, but I'd say, look, it doesn't end well for these Viltrumites. And the question is, will it end well for America? You know, will it end well for America? So, look, have a look at the show. It's pretty good. It's worth a watch, and it's kind of cool. So yeah, thanks. See ya.